From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
You draw quarter. Hey, box truck. Mike 51. Hey, here we go. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm here all day. Go. Yeah. 51, go.
Now a first down throw. Warner. Oh, he's going to air it. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
First down.
Ready up? Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Hey, turn it up. Check out route. Hot. Jim. Get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Warner. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score 7, Saints nothing. Josh Lambo set to
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch. Check 50, check 80. Hey, watch it. Switch. Shit. Alert flare.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Warner. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! 2, Mike, 2. Watch the run. What's up, baby? That's baby.
General West.
Slam.
Rock it.
Check safety. Watch twitch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check three, check three, check three, check three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch it. Come on, lady.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, it's an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. Tighten up. Hey, ready? Deuce.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Cleveland Farrell in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Real side. 54. Mike 54. Man, 80. Target. Hey, alert 3.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He lets it fly for Lockett. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check, check, check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
It's a party now. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike's 50.
From the 27, Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check motion, 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 motion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 5'4".
You ain't got nothing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mike 52.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
8, read. I'm on. Hey, orbit. Now.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Warner, it's complete. He finds Falk here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Get on side. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man out. Right there.
Now it's Darnold. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Darnold. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
And they are going for it. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Too little, Captain. 49, check 49, check 49. Mike, 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Ready.
To throw on second down. Warner throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Warner. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Topper! Bravo!
Choose the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Play action. It's Warner. He'll buy some time right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Rams. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go, let's go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out. Check 52.
To throw is Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We're going to set. Check Mike 54. Mike. Oh, lady. Silver. Hey, switch it.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
22 jet bomber.
Check 31. He's coming. Man, 80. Double up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check, lady. Lucky. Check 9. Man, 80.
They're going to try and throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Darnold. It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
It's our time.
Hey,
It's our time.
kill.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Deebo Samuel. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Throwing again. Warner. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going. Out.
A gain of 15. And the Rams first down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Watch Twitz. He's coming. Double up.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now running right through it. 31 yards there and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Safe. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now... It's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here I come again.
2nd and 1. Steps away. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
We want it. Come to my world.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. You don't want none of it.
It's complete to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Burton. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Check 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Peek in.
Foot. Squeeze.
Joker.
Let go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard.
Justin Lane on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Hey, lock it.
Under 10. Check. Crunch. Quick the edge. Come.
Hey, Alpha.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's go.
Now Warner.
Let's go. Give me some.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Trips over here. There's overload. Chance.
Shoot.
Warner from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Warner. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Hey, high 7. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. And that is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And with Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
You got nothing.
So that'll back him up 5. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, exit.
On fourth down, Warner. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Quit talking about it.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now here we go on fourth. Darnold completes it to Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here goes Hut.
53, Mike. Let's go, man, Eddie. It's our time. Let's go.
On first down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A first down throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Throwing again is Darnold. It's caught, blocked it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cleveland Farrell, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's bring it.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna Nwosu, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Switch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ochena Nwosu in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Motion, motion, motion.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Darnold from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
70, Indy. We own them. We own it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's get it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just like that. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
15-yard line.
Mike 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And now here is another interception. And it's ha-ha Clinton Dix with a pick.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let it. 6-6. Pull it high.
Run. Check three.
Go. Let go.
Now a first down throw, Warner. He completes this to Sutton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey!
Stay at home. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Go, Mike 51. 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, me and you on.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. The quick slant caught. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.